Hello and welcome to Adelante Chicago. I'm Lourdes Duarte. Bienvenidos. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let's begin by talking about the Chicago Marathon, which is this weekend. For one man, this is his 100th marathon. It all started back in 2009 when his grandmother passed away. So he is joining us now to tell us all about it. His story, his name is Dan Ruiz. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And congratulations, sir. 100th, that is quite a feat. What has changed from marathon number 1 to marathon 100 in terms of training and how you're feeling and how you prepare, right?
I think a lot has changed, actually.
Okay.
When I did my first marathon, I went through an entire program. I went through all the steps religiously. And now I really just I run marathons almost every week, sometimes every other week. And so I kind of skip all the long runs. I haven't done a long run on my own in quite some time. And I'll just do shorter runs during the week. Not really too worried about things anymore like I was in the beginning.
So have you always sort of been into fitness and into running, or was this just...
I have not. I wasn't...
Which is incredible.
I used to hate running, actually, in high school. I did cross country because they made us for the wrestling program. But now, I don't really know exactly what happened.
Okay, so let's rewind a little bit and tell people how this even got started, because it has a lot to do with your grandmother, if I'm understanding correctly. Tell me about that.
So my grandmother, she passed away in 2009. I think it was like January. She was 101 years old, had 11 children, and countless grandchildren. And so we were all at the funeral, and we call her Mama Lola, very affectionately. And we were, a group of us were together and talking about various 5Ks that we've run, and so somebody had suggested maybe we run a marathon as a tribute for my grandmother, and so we decided that one person said, well, I'll do it if you do it, and the next person said, I'll do it if he does, and nobody really thought anybody was serious. But a month later, we found ourselves all
It turns out everybody was
for
serious. So you
marathon.
all signed up together.
We all signed up together.
Do any of your other cousins and relatives still do the marathons with you, or no?
My brother. He's run the Chicago Marathon all the years that we've run it together, and he's done a few other marathons with me as well. But the others, I tried very much so this year to get them all to come back and run this one with me, but it was just the one.
But you realize it is quite a feat. Wow. I don't think I've ever met anybody who's ran 100 marathons, to be honest with you.
It's not an original thing. There's a lot of people who have done it.
There's a lot of people who have done it. And so you've done it clearly here in Chicago. Where else?
I have all 50 states, run a marathon on every continent as well, including Antarctica.
Wow.
So.
What is the most, maybe the one that struck you the most, or the one that you remember the most?
Well, so the Athens Marathon is my favorite marathon.
Why is that?
Well, it starts in Marathon, the namesake of the race, and you run to Athens in Greece, and you finish in the original Olympic Stadium where the first marathon in the first Olympics finished, and it's just, the sense of euphoria is just overwhelming.
That's incredible. Any trouble during some of these runs
races?
And some of these stops? I mean, have you ever just gotten to, look, I ran 5 miles last year, and I will be honest with you, I was a mess. My hips hurt, my legs hurt for about a week after that. So I can't imagine, and I know people do it all the time, running 26 miles and running it 100 times, right? So any stories of, I don't know, obstacles that you've had as you've tried to do this?
Well, I mean, I've had good days and bad days, obviously, and some of the more difficult ones are typically trail marathons that are very technical in nature, and lots of tree roots and rocks and a lot of elevation and climbing. There's one in Utah that I did that was on the side of a canyon that you would go up and down.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
And so those are the ones that I typically have the more of the stories about, well, am I really going to finish this? A couple of times I didn't, so.
A couple of times you didn't finish the race.
So yeah.
Which ones were those?
Those are not part of the 100, obviously.
Okay, good to know, good to know. So have you consistently beat your time? What is your time maybe at your last one?
So I did the wine glass last Sunday. That was a 4:18. The weekend before that I did a 4:18. And then the weekend before that I had my PR, which is 4:04:52.
4:04:52. Okay. I mean, that's really good.
Wow.
That's good
It's
time.
good for me. I've been trying to break 4 hours for a long time now.
Okay.
With any luck, it'll happen in Chicago, and I could say it only took me 100 tries.
And you're from Chicago. Oh, we really want that to happen for you. We really want that to happen for you. What's so special, to do it 100 times, and I understand that obviously your grandmother meant a lot to you, but it's got to go beyond that, because you have taken this to the nth degree, right, to do it and to continue to do it. Do you still do it because of her memory and her legacy?
You know, I think it really does have a lot to do with it. And I was looking at some of the pictures as well from the first marathon, and the shirts that we had. It said "Running Long with Our Matriarch, Mama Lola, 101 years," and you know, it's just overwhelming. And I think, you know, as far as why I keep coming back over and over, I'm not really even sure why that is. But you know, I think about that first race all the time, and I think about my grandmother quite often as well.
Well, I can see it makes you smile too, so you're happy to do them.
Yeah.
So we wish you the best of luck. I just heard that Juana Vega, one of our employees here at WGN, is running the marathon for the very first time. So what advice would you give her?
Start slow.
Start slow.
Start
Take
slow.
it easy.
Start slow. Actually, the training is the hard part. And so that's over. So on Sunday, all you're doing is just showing up to pick up the medal.
Okay, and it's nice to see all those people clapping with signs along the way.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
amazing to see that support,
Absolutely.
I think. We wish you the best of luck. Wonderful job. I want to see you break that 4. Okay.
Thank you.
Good luck. Good luck. Nice to meet you. Stay with us.